And so the world has gone and placed its weight upon your shoulder. And now the media is telling you that you're too old. It doesn't matter if your face gets homely, just take it as a natural thing. And it doesn't matter if you get too lonely, pour yourself a stiff one and just try to do your best to kill the sting.
Dun, 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 dun. That's my white supremacist music. Howdy, folks. We are the Aggressive Progressives. I am TH.
I'm Ruthie.
We are here to give you guys some kind of depressing finger-licking politicking tonight. Boy, the State of the Union. Holy crap on a cribbage board. What is going on, Ruthie?
I don't know. I think all hell broke loose from the looks of it.
I know. Charlottesville, Virginia. What a lovely little college town, as a matter of fact. But before we do this...
I'm having flashbacks of like...
What, the 60s?
No, you know, like Hitler and the Nazis. And...
Really? Were you kicking it with the Nazis? I didn't know you were that old.
No.
Or back in the 60s for that.
No,
that
I
matter.
think it's like my semi-Jewish heritage.
You're about
I'm joking. I'm
yeah,
not. I'm not Jewish.
You're about as Jewish as a lasagna. So,
Lasagna.
anyway, we're trying to make light of a situation that's kind of drastic. But, you know, before we go on, you all probably know and have heard about what's going on in Charlottesville, Virginia, the good old Unite the Right movement, a cacophony, a bevy of white supremacist groups and people.
They like to call them white nationalists.
White nationalists. She wants to call them Nazis, but I'm trying to tell her that it's a variety of groups, not just Nazis. Klan, you know, militia, like I said, just a virtual melting pot of hate is what it was. And of
That's
course,
what they should call it then.
I know, they should
cover it up and call it white nationalism.
And of course, people got hurt. But anyway, before we go on, I want Ruthie, if she'd be so kind, to read a statement about this from the president. That came, of course, in the form of a tweet. That would be.
Donald Trump says, "We all must be united and condemn all that hate stands for. There is no place for this kind of violence in America. Let's come together as one." And that's it. That's all he had to say on that. That sounds gripping, doesn't it?
Well, the thing that is, to me, the most disturbing aspect of this is the fact of the matter that President Trump, you created this atmosphere of hate. You created this whole Anglo-centric mentality that is proliferating now in the United States. You were the one that started this whole Anglo-centric, white-oriented movement. This is all you're doing. And you have the audacity to make a statement like that, especially when so banal and cold. You know,
they reminded you.
To me.
They reminded you of this too. Who voted you in?
Absolutely. David Duke was the one that actually came on and said, you know, these are your supporters, man. You know, coming out, protesting you not doing everything you said you would do. David Duke actually said that you were the one that created this atmosphere that was actually caustic enough for him to maybe run for office again. He credited you for that, and people forget that. And that is so disturbing to me.
Unbelievable. And somebody had to give up their life for this kind of nonsense.
You know, people got hurt, and then one person died because some psycho with a car. Mm-hmm. But here's it, you know, I want to point out once again, this was not a, bereft the left. That's not the name of this movement. It was Unite the Right. That was the name of this movement.
Unbelievable.
This should be perfectly clear to you people. And, you know, they've got guys on TV talking about how, you know, we need to revert back. You know, we need to revert back to being the party of Lincoln. And, you know, he just brought up Lincoln again. You know, I hate that you use Lincoln as being representative of the contemporary Republican Party. That's absurd. First of all, Lincoln was a liberal. The Republican Party at that time was the liberal party. Stop, because the parties themselves are essentially the same on paper. It's the sociological aspect that makes them different.
Yeah.
And they were the liberal party. The party of Lincoln was the liberal fucking party. So stop taking credit for that. Anyway.
You guys, you should be ashamed of yourself. President Trump, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, no, the people that support Trump should be ashamed of themselves, but they're not. Because
they should be ashamed that they have a president that supports this type of... It's a mockery of everything that America stands for.
This is what they want. They finally have a president that is in their corner. Donald Trump was America's Brexit. And you people are embracing that. And yes, I said you people. Anyway, thank God for people like, Jeff Sessions, who are looking out for white students who are... We're being persecuted in, colleges. Affirmative action is actually, doing negative stuff for white students. Are you effing kidding me? Are you kidding me? This shit has got to end. Okay? This country, all right, was built on the backs of minorities. I'm sick and tired of this rampant racist bullshit being something that I, as a person of color, have to be comfortable with. This ends. This ends now. And liberals, stop fucking around, okay? Stop pussyfooting around. Put your foot down. Point these people out for who they are and make a stance. It's sad that people have to die in this country fighting for something that should be intrinsically a right of theirs. The
Absolutely.
Right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You people should be ashamed of yourselves. Ashamed of yourselves. And I'm sorry to lose it. Normally...
No, you should lose it, because right now what's happening is absolutely unacceptable. And, the fact that Donald Trump made more of a big deal about what's going on in, with Kim El blah, 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 whatever his name is, with that one missile he has, and saying he's going to rain fire on them because he threatened us. Ooh. And then he's threatening, he has people, threatening the American people over what color they are.
Absolutely.
Our own, the people that live in our
people
country.
People that are,
that are Americans.
In a country, consequently, of immigrants, and you basically, you made it open season on people of color. And so this Charlottesville, Virginia thing is the direct result of that. Don't you dare sit there and make a statement talking about all of us coming together when you systematically have driven a wedge between the American citizens.
That's the platform that Donald Trump ran on.
Absolutely. Wasn't about jobs or anything.
It was never about jobs.
Yep. It was about Anglocentrism and about racism, the proliferation of white culture. One culture, white culture, and that's it.
Yep. And that's how he won, and that's how he wanted it to be. And they called him out on it tonight.
Yep. Well, yes.
They did.
Yeah, exactly. But.
And what is he going to say? I want to hear what he's got to say, or if he's going to try to sweep it under the rug.
It's, what? The bottom line is he'll get away with it. He always does. Because even if you don't consider yourself to be a racist, the majority of this country surreptitiously is at least Anglocentric, meaning you're comfortable with this stuff going on. But you should, like I said, you should be ashamed and repulsed. And you people should get down there in front of the fucking White House, protest, and say something to this man to let him know that this shit is going to end. Do you have anything else to add on this?
I mean, anybody...
We're about to blow a gasket here.
No shit. I mean, anybody that has... anything to say about what's happening in the slightest way and trying to make sure that it's, swept under the rug or make light of it. I say, all the expletives in the world right now to you.
Yeah. Kiss our ass.
Exactly.
Seriously, kiss our ass. Anyway, that's, we don't want to do another one of these like this. So we're sorry to have to do it. Because you know what? Screw you. Screw the alt-right. Screw white supremacists, screw all of you. And that comes from us, the aggressive progressives.
Start treating people like people, because that's, people have done so much for this country. And it doesn't matter what color you are. You talk to everybody and they all have a story. And just think about them as a person and who they are, not what color they are. That doesn't even matter.
Absolutely. And on that note, we're going to say goodbye. If you like what you've heard, which I don't know why you would, but if you like us at least, look down below at the Patreon link to Ruthie's Patreon page. She's got tons and tons of beautiful shots of her there. She's absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Thank you.
And if you support her, you support us. But thanks a lot for listening. And trust me, we're going to come back more with lighter and better stuff very soon. Thanks a lot for listening. Use your head, people, and stand up for what is right. Thanks a lot. We're the Aggressive Progressives. Say goodbye.
An emotional big bang.